Okay, I just wanted to make a real quick video. Um, this is my kitchen, and so I'm sorry if the lighting's kind of weird. I tried to fix it up, but we'll see. Anyway, I decided after a big pep talk from my friend Song Bottle that I'm going to eat raw, or mostly raw. I think she said you can be considered uh, on a raw diet if you eat at least 75% raw, and so that's kind of what I'm trying. So like for lunch I had, or I guess breakfast I had a pear, and then a late lunch I had a Caesar salad. So the dressing and croutons didn't count for raw, but I didn't have the cheese on it and stuff. So that's good, and I made it to the gym already. A class of mine was canceled, so I went to the gym. So that was good. Yeah, so that's my new thing is the raw thing. And it makes a lot of sense. It's not necessarily being vegetarian, um, because as I said, 25% can be cooked, so that's good. As long as you eat something raw before you eat the meat, it pumps your stomach full of enzymes to be able to digest the meat better, and when you digest things better, you get the full nutrition of what you're eating, and it doesn't just go through your system. And a lot of stuff, it seems, just goes through me, and I don't get much out of it, so that's very good. I'm also going to start buying organic as much as possible. Uh, it'll be more expensive, and since I'm shopping for both my boyfriend and I don't want to spend that much money because he will probably complain. So it's going to be kind of a little organic, a little, as good of quality as possible. And then once the farmer's market starts up in the summer, then I'll be hopefully buying a bunch of stuff there. Um, so that's good. Wow, it's really washed out. Anyway, my computer is sitting on the stove, and the camera is sitting in my cabinet. Like I can close the door on you. um, this weekend I had my birthday. It was kind of stressful, um, and stuff, but I think I got a lot out of it. Being able to talk to Song Bottle and I hate calling her that. It sounds weird, but yeah, that's her screen name. Um, and we made a video and posted it on her site, but I'm just laughing at her in the background, kind of embarrassingly. It really was funny, but I showed that to Ed and he didn't understand it. So now I feel self-conscious about us posting that. But anyway, um, uh, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I went out to dinner with that friend and my mom, and we saw a Hawaiian musician at this fancy restaurant, and that was nice because I was born in Hawaii, and so it was kind of a little like on my birthday, seeing a Hawaiian musician was kind of cool, and he played some of my favorite songs, so that was really nice, and I really want to go back to Hawaii right now. But it's sunny out today, so that's good. And so that was nice, but my mom is kind of stressful. Uh, like we were sat at a table and she wanted to be closer to the musician, and so she kept on saying, "The birthday girl wants to sit next to the musician, doesn't she?" And she looks at me, "Don't you want to sit next to the musician?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't really care. I'm fine here. Whatever you want." And like she just kept on asking me over and over, trying to get me to be the picky one to say that I wanted to sit closer to him, which I didn't because it was right under a speaker and we wouldn't have been able to hear each other talk. Which probably wouldn't have been bad anyway because my mom was just very stressful. And she couldn't read the menu, and so I was reading out everything aloud, and she wanted to know the prices, which is embarrassing to shout the prices across the table at a very fancy restaurant where most of the people probably don't care about the prices. But being a middle to lower class family, we did care about the prices, and so that was that was embarrassing, you know, calling across the table, you know, such and such plate is $25, and her going, oh my god! And all the while my friend was just sitting there being as stressed out as I was, and I don't know. But it was nice, it was really fun, and Song Bottle used to live with my mom and I, and so we are all pretty close, and it was a good girls' night. It's just sometimes my mom's she just acts funny. But I think she tipped decently this time. Normally she doesn't tip very well. So that was good. Kind of glanced, which is tacky of me, but I kind of glanced to make sure I didn't have to throw a couple dollars on the table as we were leaving, because that's what I usually have to do. which is which is funny to me because she used to be a waitress, and she's always talking about how good she tips because she used to be a waitress, so she you know, kind of buddies with them, and she really, it's usually 10% if it's mediocre service and 15% if it's like outstanding service. She might tip 15%. And so that's kind of embarrassing. I usually do 20 unless it's really, really, really bad, and then 15 or like 17. You know, kind of round up the 15. So, I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter, and that's probably tacky to talk about. But, yeah, so it's kind of an interesting birthday, but it snowed for me. It always snows on my birthday, and so that was really nice. It was the really pretty, it was like maybe 15 degrees outside, so it was the really pretty, dry, crystallized snow that sparkles everywhere, and it's really light, and you step in it and it kind of poops out, and it's just, it was really, really nice. So, so right now I'm about to walk to the grocery store and buy some new fresh vegetables, and I have plenty of fruit right now that I bought from this awful store, and when you buy fruit there, you have to buy it a week ahead of time because that's how long it takes for it to ripen. Which, you know, if you think about it, I was just talking to Song Bottle about this, but it gets its nutrients from the soil, which goes through the branches, and so when you pick a fruit before it's ripe, it doesn't, it only gets half of the nutrients that it needs, you know? So it might taste kind of okay, but what nutritional value are you getting from it? You know? I don't know. Like it's some of it seems kind of hocus pocus, but a lot of these theories on the raw food diet are right on, I think, personally, but I need to do more research on my own. She gave me some books to read, so, and some websites to look at, so I'll look at that. But, you know, sometimes some of these diets, and I don't want to call it a diet, it's not like a, but it is a food regimen, like a guidelines to eating. Some of these guidelines to eating are kind of kooky. The raw food diet sounds right to me, but I remember I was a grocery checker. I'm running out of time. I was a grocery checker a while ago, and there was this lady who wouldn't let me scan her food over the lasers because the lasers suck the nutritional value out of the food, which, seriously, matter can be neither created nor destroyed. Where does the nutrition go? We didn't have nutrition collection packets under the lasers to scan it. Anyway, sorry I'm all washed out, but I just made a video for you guys, and it hasn't been an entire month since the last one, so let's keep this up. Take care.